is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And today, I'm checking out David Bowie, Rebel. Which he was that, or he is that. He R's that. Absolutely. The embodiment of, pushing back on norms, I guess we could say. Well, we're checking it out for the first time. I've never heard this song, Rebel, and I'm not going to lie, the guitar work bringing this thing in sounds amazing. And even the little, sounds like he's like humming like, whatever he's doing there is freaking amazing. I'm already loving this. And I don't like to react before I react, but my reaction to the first 15 seconds, 20 seconds, yeah, buddy. I'm excited. Now, David Bowie is a legend, and he has some amazing work. I like some songs better than others. I think I was introduced to him by doing the music video Space Oddity, I think. Right? It's Oddity, I think. And then I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. But then when we started getting into, I believe it was like Starman got me, frickin' Let's Dance. I mean, this fool has bangers. So anyways, it's really been cool to kind of uncover David Bowie live in effect with you guys watching. So that's what we're doing today. We're checking out David Bowie, Rebel for the first time. If you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus versus the World, over there, I've been doing some movie reactions and having fun. But all the music reactions, they happen over here on this channel. If you want access to these reactions early, there is a link in the description that gives you early access. I try to update it every single day, and there is a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released to the public yet, so you could have some fun with it. Regardless, thank you guys so much for your support. Huge shout out to all you members on the channel. And let's get this one going. I'm listening to this audio track from David Bowie's official YouTube channel. I would love for you guys to go to his channel and listen to this without me. That just means what I'm doing over here, this reaction video, it's not a substitute for the original. I'm not redistributing the music, none of that stuff. I'm going to push pause, make commentary, give it, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. But it's a reaction video, and I want people to go support the original piece of work on its own, the way it was supposed to be. So, go check them out. Rock with your boy, and let's see what's popping here. This is Rebel. Now, this has been remastered in 2014, it looks like. But David Bowie, Lego. This just sounds so fire. I almost feel like I'm going into like almost like a Rolling Stones type of track. You know what I mean? This is a banger already. 11 seconds. There's a sincerity here in this track. I don't know what it is, like through his voice. There's a sincerity. And I don't know how old he was when he did this track or recorded it, but it speaks of it reminds me of a teenager. And it's really sincere and authentic. And there's an interesting part here where he says, you don't know if you're a boy or a girl, which we all know, you know, but when I look at the imagery that David Bowie presents, he would always, he was one of the people, and I don't know if he's one of the first people because I'm not an expert in this, but he would break the norms in general, the visibility, like, this concept of, oh man, I always get it messed up. Is it Ziggy Stardust? Ziggy Stardust? I always want to say Iggy or Ziggy, or it's vice versa, but whatever. Like, remember, I think he was like the concept of like being, maybe the word's androgynous or something, like, the way David Bowie sees the world is different than everyone else. And saying rebel, I don't know why I correlate that to just being younger, being in my teenage years where I was just super rebellious, raging against the machine and the establishment and the normal thought process, which got me to where I'm at today, right? Breaking the rules, finding the loopholes, not taking certain things for an answer and figuring it out on my own. I don't know. There's just a sincerity in his voice and the way he's talking about this. I don't know. It just, I'm really enjoying this track. Let me listen to the lyrics a little bit more. The part that did stand out to me was this concept of I didn't know if I was, the boy and the girl part. And when you see the way, David Bowie dressed and things like that, that he really influenced the current generation, right? With like these Lady Gaga and stuff like that. And I feel like him being him, he was the rebel of his day. But his influence was so strong. Like everywhere I go, like I drive down the street and all the kids have colorful shirts, colorful hair, tattoos. And so it's so unique because as I'm listening to this, sometimes now it's like the idea of the rebel has changed, right? Because the norm and the popularity of the influence of a David Bowie on our society, it is more colorful and vibrant, right? But technically, if that becomes the mainstream, if that becomes the popular thing, then the opposite, right? Like the person with the pocket protector and, tie and, crew cut kind of becomes the rebel. It's kind of like freaky now the more I think about this. Anyways, I'm enjoying this, so let me rock with it. David Bowie's something else. He's something else for sure.
I love you so.
His range is so unique too, because this does put me in like, this would fit in a Rolling Stones playlist to me. You guys let me know, am I tripping on that? But his range, when I think of all the different style, like let's dance, like to this, bro, it's great. This is probably my favorite part, just the.
Got your mother in a whirl, 'cause she's not sure if you're a boy or a girl. Hey babe, your hair's alright. Hey babe, let's stay out tonight. You like me and I like it all. We like dancing and we look divine. You love bands when they play it hard. You want more and you want it fast. They put you down, they say I'm wrong. Your jacket thing, you put them on. Rebel, rebel, you torn your dress. Rebel, rebel, your face is a mess. Rebel, rebel, how could they know? Hot tramp, I love you so.
This is so. Yo, I don't even know what I'm saying here. Music, that's how powerful music is, right? because I am a more of a traditional person at heart. I'm just being honest. The social norms are what they are, but I'm also a rebel. Like I always have gone against the norms, So it's just like really unique the way certain things speak to me. Because your mother knows if you're a boy or a girl. So he's deliberately putting that there for a reason. And then, I have the inclination he's speaking to a female who's just kind of like, actually it makes sense when you think about today's society with the concept of, what do they call that? These kids, they call it gender fluidity. He might be addressing that. And this might just be super advanced for the time. Because I don't remember people, singing or speaking of these things. Now, today, this is the thing. This is the popular culture. This is the thing. And it's so interesting to dive in. I don't know what he was thinking when he wrote this, but I don't know. The music just got me. And there's something about the vocal delivery. It's just something that anyone can sing, and you could pull it off in your shower, like that Platinum Shower series where you're singing in the shower. You're like, damn, I sound pretty good. I should have been a musician. Yeah, he gives you that. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. Anyways, I think at this time everything he's speaking about is very advanced. So you're definitely a rebel in this realm. And even the way he carried himself, his persona, his characters, his dress, I would say, David Bowie is absolutely a rebel. So holler at your boy. I love this part. I don't know why. I was listening to the lyrics and the things he was saying. Your face is a mess. You're a juvenile success. How would they know? There's so many things in here. But sonically, the music is what just captivated me personally. I don't know. There's something there. And his delivery and his vocals. Like, it kind of gave me a little bit of a punk rock feel. But I don't know. I felt like this weird sincerity in this track, which I don't even think I've used the word sincerity in a reaction before, but I don't know. There's something to it. The thing I like about David Bowie is him just being himself and honest with his expression. I can appreciate that with Lady Gaga and all these people, even if they might express themselves in certain ways where I might not agree with or whatever. I think it's important for people to be able to be individuals, right? That's like even the fundamental principles of like America in general, the concept of being individuals and things like that. I think people, it's okay to have their own identities and all that stuff. Now, playing a little bit of devil's advocate, I, push back. There's this like culture war going on where things have gone like, it's like, because this song, I'm only bringing it up because he's talking about these things, right? I think he's talking about identity, especially when he brings up the boy and the girl, the dress, you don't know what you are, da 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 da. Fine. It's totally fine. I don't really care, However, in society, when we start doing where it's like, the biologics of like males competing against females and stuff like that. Now that I'm raising daughters, I identify those things a lot differently, because I've always been kind of like a free spirit in general and laid back, but becoming a parent has driven me to certain things. And, that father protection kind of pops up, which maybe that takes a little bit of my rebel. I don't know. But regardless, without getting on a soapbox and being all crazy, I just, I don't like to get on here and pander. And just because I like David Bowie and love some of his music, then all of a sudden just accept everything that he's saying in a song as mine, right? Like, I have my own belief system, my own opinions and identities, but that's what's dope about music. He might think a certain way about identities and structures that might be different to me, but I still enjoyed this song thoroughly. So instead of just getting on here pandering and selling my soul to like, oh, I need these people to watch my video, so I'm just going to act like I'm okay with certain things in society, I just can't do that. So I was just scratching the surface of that a little bit, but also with the climate of the world, I refuse to be divisive. I'm just trying my hardest to try to bring people together as well, So I don't know. Life's crazy like that. But 2026, we in here. David Bowie, he killed that. I enjoyed it from the moment I heard the guitars, I started to love it. And that just something as simple as that, just today was the day, and it just drew me in. Absolutely. He get that clap, man. David Bowie gets his flowers, bro. Anyways, you guys, let me know what I got, what I missed. What else should I check out from David Bowie? This was a pleasant surprise. Anyways, hey, I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again.